Hello, all. It is September 18th, 2024, and this is the TAG Environmental Sustainability meeting. We follow the CNCF standards for code of conduct, which can be summarized as be excellent to each other. I will start sharing the agenda and we will go through it. Nikki, you're not on mute if you thought you were.
Oh, sorry for the background noise.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So do we have any new members? I know we had at least one, except now I don't have the list because it's Zoom. There we go. Do you want to introduce yourself? Hi.
Yeah, sure. My name is Nimisha. I recently came across this group and I was excited by the charter in general. I looked at some of the working groups and people were kind enough to share the ongoing projects. So I just wanted to attend this meeting to kind of understand a little bit more about what you guys do and maybe see if I find anything interesting and get involved. And for background, I'm a software engineer in the cloud infra space, so on a platform team at a tech company called Confluent. And then, yeah, I just know a little bit about Kubernetes and stuff, I guess. Yeah, thanks.
Welcome very much. Thank you for joining.
Thanks.
May I introduce myself as well?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Mehmet. Actually, I am a new member for this year. Last year around in July, August, yeah, I contributed Kubernetes best practices scheduling, then had to give a break. Now I would like to start again to contribute this group. As I said, my name is Mehmet, with almost 20 years of IT experience, specializing in DevOps and cloud technologies, particularly Kubernetes and AWS. And for past 6 years, I have been working for the Reply company in Munich, Germany.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome. It's really good to meet you both. Places you can start, Mehmet, that we probably could use your expertise is probably the Green Reviews group. Nikki is probably your contact for that, or Alessandra, who's not here at the moment. And I don't know what your interest is, Nimisha. So if you want to contact me after, we can find you a place if you'd like.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I saw 500. It was retired or suspended. One of the issue, Kubernetes sustainability stuff. But we can find a issue that I can contribute.
Okay, yeah, the Green Reviews is a whole set of projects.
Yeah.
I think it was the Kubernetes best practices project which was suspended, but the Green Reviews working group is ongoing. So Mehmet, we'll talk about in a moment, and I'll share some updates.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else want to say hi? I think I know everyone else here. Okay, no. So off to working groups. So working group comms, would you like to give an update? I see Claire and Valeria here.
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Amazing. Yeah, okay. So working group comms is taking along. One of the big things is that we have a nomination open for a co-chair. It's just been me for a while, and I'm in the middle of moving jobs, so it's really good timing to have someone to help me because I don't know what that's going to look like for a little while. We're also, there's kind of a bunch of different things popping up. And when I have time this week, I'm going to send a bunch of kind of things that people can help with into the Slack channel. I think there's a few little jobs. Valeria and I are also working on tomorrow, working on a little presentation for Sustainability Week on what the comms group is doing. There's also an open issue. I'm not logged into GitHub because of the move of jobs at the moment, so I can't send the issues off the top of my head, but if anyone else has the links, feel free to share them. But there is an open issue for changing the working group name based on Nikki's suggestion a few weeks back. We're just deciding the exact wording of it, but I think that that'll be a really good change, and the whole of the team kind of agreed. So if anyone has any wants to voice an opinion on that, feel free. But if not, I think we're going to decide on moving on with that next week, and there'll be a few tasks to help with that. So that'll be working group sustainability advocacy or working group environmental sustainability advocacy. That's the two we're kind of deciding between, with a current leaning towards working group sustainability advocacy. I think we're also working on the roles documents some more. Because of my turbulence in my job, I've had to kind of put that on the back burner, but Valeria has voiced some help for me, so thank you for that. So we'll be getting that done. And then on the social media side, Christina has also been working on some bits and bobs for that and has reached out for some help, so we've got some stuff happening. I think it'll be a really interesting place to help out going forwards as we're really defining what we're doing and people are taking on more leading roles. I think I've been kind of doing it alone for a little while, so it's nice to have some help.
And thank you for that.
No worries. I'm keeping it ticking along, but it's good to have someone else to bounce ideas off. So that'll be nice. I think that's pretty much everything for now that I can remember or see from the notes. And Valeria is sending links into the chat that I mentioned.
Christina is not here, but we had discussed briefly in a different TAG leagues meeting what we're doing for the booth. And we had a request to your group, and probably specifically Valeria, to put together a spreadsheet for when people can be in the booth for the KubeCon NA.
Yeah, I think there's an open issue for our next meeting from Christina for that. Yep. Also, we have I have copied and pasted the both the spreadsheet and the presentation from last year because Christina made them into templates. So we should be able to just edit those pretty easily. The only thing is that during my job shift, I lost the link to the actual documents, so I kind of just copied and pasted them in the same place, and then when I relog in on my PC that I'm currently on, then I can move them. But we do have that's kind of in the works, so we can discuss that in our next meeting.
All right, thank you. I'd like to have that hopefully by beginning of November, or sorry, October. Because giving people a month to sign up and commit is helpful.
Yeah, I think that was one of my notes from EU KubeCon because I ran the booth stuff, like the getting the spreadsheets together. I helped with that, and yeah, a little earlier is better. So I agree. Yeah. I'll make sure that happens.
Are we planning to do any sessions or anything at the booth, or do we just plan to hang out?
I think that genuinely just having the presentation and talking to people worked really well last time. If it doesn't this time, then we can reassess for EU. Because maybe it'll be different in NA, but I think for now we're planning to just use the same approach. And if it's different, maybe the Europeans are slightly less chatty than Americans. That tends to be the case. So I guess we'll reassess.
Americans are quite chatty. Last question, which isn't related to actual content. Do we plan to have stickers available? Is there anything we can do to support?
I think we do plan to have stickers. I think we haven't discussed if we're going to print new ones or use the old ones. I think people still have some.
We do have the new logo, so I'd like us to have the new logo.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Okay, is that done by your group, or do you want me to go find that?
I think if you could do that, that would be good. I'm not sure what the capacity of people is actually going to NA this year. So
yeah, I'll be there.
You can lead that then. That'll probably be good. Make sure they're there. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have a presentation by Siam and myself on the tag as part of the KubeCon track. Yeah. Which may be one for people to go to if they want to make other friends. Okay. And Nikki, would you like to give an update for the working group green reviews?
Sure. So for those who are new to the Green Reviews working group, you can have a read at our repo. So I will link it in the chat here. We've actually just updated the README with some diagrams we created in the past about the architecture itself. The summary of what we're doing is we're building a pipeline, a testing pipeline to test various things related to cloud native sustainability, such as Kepler and hopefully soon Scaffold as well, which are energy monitoring tools. And we are trying to create POCs for things such as the software carbon intensity specification, but applying it to a cloud native context. And at the moment, we're doing a lot of work on the automation of the pipeline, and we're drafting a third proposal, and we're still doing some implementation on the second proposal. I know Valeria has been contributing for the implementation of the proposal 2, and we merged the PR, but I think we saw an error, so we're gonna fix that soon too.
Yep. There was a small problem on the pipeline. We had a kind of a small discussion with Ross under the PR. But these past few days I didn't have much time because I was in a small holiday in my hometown. I think in the next few days or at least by next Green Reviews meeting, I will work on that.
Nice, awesome, perfect. Yeah, no rush, because also we are a little blocked from the other work with refactoring the benchmark workflow with Falco. So yeah, thank you for contributing. It's really, really great. And yeah, proposal 3 is a tough one, but we need some form of long-term storage for our test data. And we are looking at various solutions that are available to us. We've looked at things from like having the GitHub action and by appending the data to like a table in Markdown to an S3 bucket. Now we're looking at more like hosting a small database. So really we're looking at different options for how to store our metrics. And I think Ross is going to create some pros and cons for the different solutions. But yeah, also we want everything to be hosted by the community. We don't want like managed services. And what else? That's all I can think of. Oh yeah, licensing is also kind of a thing we need to be aware of. Yeah, that's kind of all the updates for Green Reviews, I think.
Thank you. Can I talk you into doing a demo of some of the work that you've done for next meeting on
yes.
October 2nd?
Yes, we can do that.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. Because going through it, I think will help, especially with newer people who may be looking where to get involved.
Although also I think that, well, for the sustainability week, which is the week after,
Mhm.
I think we'll be doing a demo as part of the virtual part of sustainability week. So it will, I'm not sure if it will be very different. Should I do a demo that is more like assuming less beginner, like assuming a more
Yeah.
intermediate experience rather than, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the, usually when I'm talking to the general public, I assume less experience within Kubernetes. And then with this group would be a more technical.
Yeah. So the demo in this group would be like updates on the sustainability week presentation would be like pretty high level.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be fun also to walk through the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, and then we can talk a little bit also maybe next meeting on what other projects we plan for in the future for when you're completing the first set. For instance, way to standardize measurement so that people know if they're measuring the right things or not when they're making tooling.
Sounds good.
Okay, and then we have these projects. And thank you very much. I know you were talking and you're also a note taker. Best practice. Yeah, we have best practices for environmentally sustainable Kubernetes clusters. Do we have any updates on this? I haven't heard any. Okay, so we're stopped for now.
Do we
Go ahead.
So no updates. Are we pausing? Like, should we
Probably, because we have a lot of work going on and I don't want us to sidetrack trying to pick up things that people said they were interested in but have dropped. I'd rather, if we have extra resources, put them towards the green reviews until we're further, or the AI paper.
Yeah, so this like there was oh, it's being archived. Okay.
Mhm.
Then perhaps we should remove
Yeah.
from the meeting agenda.
Yep.
Okay, I can do that as note
Green
taker.
Scraper, my understanding, is also going to be donated to CNCF instead of directly for us to support. And I'll confirm that with Christina, but that was my understanding. Do we have anyone who wants to go through the Cloud Native Sustainability Week? Claire, maybe.
I think if I'm the only one here that has some knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. I think everything, as far as I'm aware, is ticking along quite nicely. I think they're slowly adding, creating tickets for everything and making sure that each of the groups has a ticket. I know for the London one that I've been helping with, they're a little behind, but they found a venue, for instance, today, and I think things will still happen. I know Sustainability Week has become more like Sustainability Month, I suppose, because as people are finding venues as much as they can in and amongst the weeks of October. Generally, most of the information is accessible in the different issues because each of the events has an issue and then that links out to all of the different places. There's also, and for the life of me, I don't remember where it is. Might be in this ticket you're looking at actually, but there's a spreadsheet tracking all of the different things that are happening and where we're at with it and making sure people have a speaker, etc. I think that's as much as I can remember from the meetings, but it's going well. Was there anything in particular people had questions on? Nope. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything then for now.
Yeah, the event page is here, and here is the giant pile of things.
Yep.
Sayam, do you have an update on the India one?
Yeah, so there are a couple that will happen. So in Bangalore, Humble will be organizing one, and then there is one happening in Gurugram. I have asked both of the organizers to create an issue for this. So Bangalore one is almost confirmed, and Humble will be creating an issue for that.
Thank you. Let's see.
Surprised there's
Go ahead.
Surprised there's no US meetup happening.
That is strange. I think the US, maybe we're just used to doing everything online and not actually traveling. The US is very large.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Valeria is also helping to host one of them.
Yep, I will have to update the information on the website because we in the past few days we finalized date, location, and everything else. We will have an in-person meetup on the 30th of September. So I think we are the earliest meetup of the Sustainability Week, but here in Italy, the first week of October is full of conferences. So we wanted to plan the meetup in one of the MTS days, and we will have an online meetup on the 7th of October. And yeah, things are going pretty good. We published the description of the two events and the agenda on the platform Meetup. I can pass the links in the document if needed. And yeah, I plan to open a PR to update this page that Marlo is sharing. And yeah, things are going very good. I'm so happy that we planned in time to order some gadgets, and yeah, things are good.
Thank you for the update.
Yeah, I just noticed that the Barcelona one is not shown here, so I'll work with Ima because she's organizing it. She's just responded so quickly. She's gonna do the PR this week.
Great. Thank you. Is there anyone else we need to ping to make sure this gets updated?
We could do should do a call in the tag channel.
That sounds like a good plan. We don't have the obvious one, which is the online virtual that I see anyways. So we might want to add that to the page near the top. Valeria, can you help with that maybe? Or is there someone else?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat, please?
I don't see an obvious link to the worldwide virtual one. So we probably want that somewhere near the top.
Oh,
or maybe in this list.
I saw a link to the call for paper, but not for the virtual one. but maybe I lost the message.
Okay, we
I
can
can-
sort that out.
Yep,
Claire?
I can.
You were talking about on the website. You want to see at the top, right?
Yeah, or
Okay.
or at least in this list, like meetup
Yeah.
locations, then date, and then time would probably be helpful.
I can check on that.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I can double check if needed.
All right, thank you for all of that. Tag environmental landscape document rewrite. Yo-Chen said that he was going to restart that effort, so I'll wait for him to come back to that. The AI working group is continuing. We're Thursdays at 6 a.m. PST. I apologize for the time for anyone in the US, including myself, but most people seem to be in Europe or Asia. And we do have several active contributors to Asia, so please feel free to join us. My goal is to try to get that out the door before KubeCon, so hopefully by mid-October.
I had a quick question about that. Yeah, so if there's anyone in the US who wants to contribute, can they? Because even if the time
Yes.
zone is a little, oh, okay. And
Absolutely.
how does that happen?
So if you go to that document, you can add comments, you can actively
Okay.
write. Do make sure that I would request that you do it as an edit instead of directly writing. And if you need access, please let me know because you may not have, because I think we have to add people specifically in order for them to show up. So feel free to ping me in Slack and tell me what email you're using to make sure you're properly attributed. But yeah, you can do that async, and if you need a time that's more friendly to your time zone, let me know, and maybe Adele and I can join you at another time.
Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you.
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Pacific time zone, but
Oh, so
I don't mind. Yeah,
it's early.
it's pretty early. It's 6 a.m. But it's okay. I don't really mind just contributing.
Okay. Yeah, because currently we're in the phase where we're trying to finish fleshing out what the structure will look like. And then once that's done, then we can finish filling in content. Okay, and then
Hey, I think Marlo, your voice here, Marlo.
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hey, sorry. Your voice voice was breaking up. Oh, it's my internet. Sorry, my internet was unstable. Would you repeat it again?
Currently, we have gone through the document and we are solidifying on a format, i.e. what the sections look like, and then we will fill in content. So if there is an area you would like to fill in content, please feel free to let myself or Adele know, and we can make sure that you have space to contribute.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. Next topic, Tag Environment APAC meeting summary. We haven't had one the last 2 weeks, is that correct, Sam?
Yeah, correct. In the last 2 weeks, we didn't had any. The one that is there is next week. So that will happen. Hopefully, we'll be able to see some new folks. And then I'll also try to have a backup if just in case I'm not available, then someone else is there to host them.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so we have open discussion. Does anyone have any other topics? We already discussed KubeCon NA.
I don't have another one, but the booth rotation list that we were discussing is actually that link. I found it from the templates that we'd already created for this year. I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's accurate for the exact times, but we have something, so we can get that sorted.
Fantastic. Thank you for doing that. If anyone is going, please sign up for some time at the booth, or I don't know, maybe we can fix hours so we're only there certain hours so that we could go and run around and look at the rest of the world too. But also, have an active booth some of the time.
And the slots tend to only be, I think we schedule them for around an hour. So you should have enough time to do other things.
I appreciate that because I've been stuck at the booth for not that particular booth, but a booth for, 6 hours running, and I don't want to do that again. So, does anyone else have any other open issues that we didn't cover here? Anyone involved in projects, please, we are always interested in demos in this meeting. Demos are fun. I guess not. All right. Thank you very much for attending. We'll talk again on October 2nd, and then we'll have the fancy demo by Nikki and friends.
Thank you.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.